one shot, and that could be it. This is so problematic now for Envious. They still have Scream sitting on 100 with a rifle. That could be their redeeming factor, but that bomb is in a disastrous spot.
Draken's trying to come in from Library as well, so Scream's 2 kills are crucial. Double headshot, but the health so low. And time as well. Scream's gonna find it. 3 frags there as suddenly that A-site push was getting into question. Envious still walk away with the conversion though.
It's still so tricky.
Yeah, Exist is at least in a good spot to try and contest this. Molotov to the back of the site starts to force the feet of Sixer. Down he goes. Get Right hits the head. And Exist, you can see him just so tempted to push into the bomb site, but it's Scream who decides to duel. And he finds Get Right first. He's going to take Draken second, and then it is Forrest third. But Exist finally finding something, happy with the trade frag, and Envious back on the board. Nip to stay at 1.
That was such a heavy lean towards A count.
Exist fully blind to the top of the boxes. Again, the flash, but he's still standing. And he finds the first shot as XMS to the backside. He's able to take 2, clears the third, and that's all XMS across the kill feed. Forrest and Draken, they're nowhere to be found. That was a fantastic hit from Envy. The flashbangs allow for XMS to get amongst the defenders, and he just obliterates them from the inside out.
You can see that double check as well from XMS towards Get Right. Like, why is he here? Why has he not shot me? Get Right's trying to play the long game, but yeah, as you said, the flashes are all god tier player. Well, Draken wins the first fight against Sixer, but it's XMS again. This guy is a god at opening this site. It's all his, right? His name on the back of it. As now, again, NIP having to try and play retake, and it is not friendly. There's still utility on Envy. It makes it near on impossible.
Yeah, Exist gonna get sectioned out by yet another smoke. Forrest with only that single flash, and Scream with another frag. As said, the op now, but that's a little team damage, not too big a deal. XMS still able to grab the next frag, and that leaves Forrest all...
If you want to see a third map, if you want to get this win for yourself, Envy, you know this is where it starts, but God, what execution on the second shot from XMS there. And now 7-7, we go back to control. Would you dare do it, though? What's that? That's stacked. So many questions now in the back of their minds, and oh, that's a shot.
Classic Scream. Forrest now towards Pit. He's gonna get tested. He's able to line up 2. And that's a double man advantage now for NIP. Last 2 terrorists trying to filter in, but Forrest just holds the line. And Ninja's in.
Let's see if those flashes make it down that far. Exist would set it into play. Yeah, he's flashing Pit right now. You can see them going anti-flash. Happy catches the second though. This is big, but they don't check for him on the balcony ledge. Get Right comes into his own, but oh, it's RPK. Oh, that's 4. He wants the ace, and he might just get it. Rez cowers in the corner, and the tank will not be moved. Rez now gets his... These aren't the ideal setups, but they're going to try and make them work. You need someone to check on Sixer. You need the RPK. Somehow gets flashed here, goes anti-flash, nice, turns away from it. NIP are right on the doorstep now, but it's RPK to find Rez. And now Sixer comes into the matter. Forrest to break one back through, but it's all RPK again. This guy, when it matters, flash no matter what happens. So flash comes in, and here we go. RPK is blind, Happy's still alive, but the smoke comes out. This is where it all gets a bit dangerous.
Oh, RPK still able to grab one frag, and Happy's position unknown. Forrest completely caught off guard into the 3v2, and through the smoke, Happy finds another. So Exist, with 9 points of health, has to try and clutch this out, but he's cowering in the corner. A quick little headshot could help out, but Happy's gonna pull the trigger, and the retake shines through. Envy with enough filtering in. Scream trying to slow them down, peppering them with gunfire. The 9mm looking for the heads, but Forrest is able to take that first frag. Here's Envious swinging it with 2, the knife removed. Sixer with a TK, but XMS another frag. It's Get Right to the heavens, and Envious with a pistol. 9-7 the score, and Envy on the front foot to start the second half.
Hold on, did Happy just smile then? Can we get a replay? Any chance we can just... No, not now. Now it's gone. See, they go back to him. It's a second. It's an instant. It looked like he was almost pleased. And I can tell as to why, because they're back in this game now. It's all very much open. If Envy start feeling good about this, if they start bringing the game... I'm wondering if they can actually get away with this. They still have those smokes and flashes and mollies. If they can put them down in the right places, they could actually probably get this bomb plant. It's already looking like it's beginning to seem like a retake for NIP. Exist is working his way back in here. And they are still so dead set this is going to be a B hit. And here it comes. Exist is going to need to call for help right about now. He's going to find the first, the second, the third! It's perfect from Exist. This guy comes alive when it matters. That could have been a bomb plant. That could have been everything. You never know how that goes from then on. Envy with pistols, you know they're deadly. So now, Happy trying to do anything he can. Make it.
But instead now, the T side is boxed in, except for Happy.
But one's not enough. He needs more. Two is very good, however. But now the problem begins, well, how much of a pain can Forest be, or is it Get Right? Have they forgotten about him? Do not forget about Get Right. He's just done it for them.
After another, takes 3 frags in the round. Nice to see him deal with the Ivy side first, or rather, sorry, the ladder, because that then allows for him to fixate his attention elsewhere. So just predicting these peaks time and time.
He was just sitting by the spindles. I'm kind of surprised that no one checked on it. And Get Right finds Sixer. We've got 2 orbs now coming up. It's down to 2 players, RPK. Wondering what's happening to the rest of his teammates. Oh, Forest! He finds Happy. It's a 1v1. Get Right up against RPK. And Get Right waits. Tries to be careful, tries to be smart. No armor, of course. And RPK playing it out cautiously as well. And Get Right couldn't adjust.
Could find another, and yes, it's Forest. Demolished on site. Bomb as well here. But it's a 3v3. One of those situations where you'd think Envious are out of it, but you just never know. At least Draken with the op is able to catch Happy, but XMS with a 3rd and a 4th! He needs the 5th, he deals the damage, but Get Right is still up. And he's gonna take the plant in the clutch of a crucial round.
XMS going beyond what you'd expect, but Get Right needs to play this right. Sixer has an opportunity. 50 HP on Get Right. And here it comes. Get Right does get tagged again, down to 9. Sixer, 1 shot away, and he knows it. The smoke's not great. He's going to toy with it, begging for Get Right to peek him, but no. Get Right waits, and eventually he takes the fight, and Get Right wins it. No matter how much XMS pulled up a fight, it doesn't matter in the end. There'll be another on the board to NIP. And XMS.
But as he tries to find it out, oh, he will take it. All right, extended spray still able to pay off. Get Right wants some more. He knows where both players are. All the information here for Nip. But it's RPK to contest it. The flashbang doesn't connect, and so it is all on Sixer. 1v3 versus 2 tagged targets. The bomb starts to plant, but he spots it. He doesn't drop it. It has been planted, but Sixer with some space here. Get Right on 34. Sixer on the site. He's gonna get sprayed, and there we go. The Ninjas in Pajamas, your first grand finalists at the DreamHack Astro Open Valencia circuit. They've done it. It's gonna be Maudie creeping around over towards upper, but because he's all alone, he wants to make sure he stays alive. You'd hate to see them lose that 5v4. Meanwhile, Maudie just so cautious that someone's gonna get aggressive. That's not the case. Red Reserve just leaving Hampus again alone at B. Not on site, but rather above. It's Relaxa with the op to find himself the next. But this is a 4v4. Equalized out is the kill count. Easy tag lit as well. So that's a health advantage here for Red Reserve. Now Heroic starting to gear up, starting to get this execution rolling. Relaxa gonna get caught out, but no, the no-scope connects, and then the flick to follow suit. Snappy, oh, almost joins forces with another corpse, but it's Yugi and Maudie still up here. 2v4. They're running out of time. 25 seconds on the clock. Maudie with an opening, but there's the tag. Relaxa holds them in, and that's a 4K already. The ace is on the table, and it's gonna be Hampus with the last one. It's gonna be Maudie creeping around over towards upper, but because he's all alone, he wants to make sure he stays alive. You'd hate to see them lose that 5v4. Meanwhile, Maudie just so cautious that someone's gonna get aggressive. That's not the case. Red Reserve just leaving Hampus again alone at B. Not on site, but rather above. It's Relaxa with the op to find himself the next. But this is a 4v4. Equalized out is the kill count. Easy tag lit as well. So that's a health advantage here for Red Reserve. Now Heroic starting to gear up, starting to get this execution rolling. Relaxa gonna get caught out, but no, the no-scope connects, and then the flick to follow suit. Snappy, oh, almost joins forces with another corpse, but it's Yugi and Maudie still up here. 2v4. They're running out of time. 25 seconds on the clock. Maudie with an opening, but there's the tag. Relaxa holds them in, and that's a 4K already. The ace is on the table, and it's gonna be Hampus with the last one.
Let's watch this one from... He's already got the M4 here. Finding Hampus on a pixel of a peek, gets allowed into that second shot. This one changes all. He stays alive enough, keeps the HP high to be able to take that final fight with. I think it was
made for Heroic. But nothing further than that. That's a great flashbang. Blinds all 3 players on site. Isitag gonna come out afterwards, and that's where they get knocked down. Great hold from Red Reserve. They find 3 frags, now they take 4. It is just Yugi. Heroic dissipate as they attempt the entry in. Yugi misses the flick shot, and so he's coming up empty-handed. 10 seconds left to play off of. It's either hide or fight, and he will continue to push on in. It costs him. Relaxa from above. Find exploit. Ivy was back when Yugi got that M4 and almost had the ace. Luckily, this time, Heroic's able to deal with the frag on the backside. That's going to be Nico with another headshot, and yes, he takes Relaxa down. So that's a double-man advantage and a clutch chance for Mike Gillelli. Of course, Nico already hit, and down goes Snappy. Gets splattered towards the site. The frag grenade could do it, but it is just slightly off the mark. So, Molotov, not going to find it either. Nico still to the top side. As Yugi plays Old Bomb, Nico finds the frag. That's 3 to hit.
This time doesn't get caught. Spots him, tagged. Very quick response from Red Reserve. Don't seem like they miss much. And let's see that crossfire kick in for Heroic, or do they get overwhelmed by the Swedes?
That's the thing. Heroic have yet to rotate, despite having 3 players on A and not hearing a single thing. It's going to be up to just these 2. Nico spraying them down, making mincemeat of the offense as they just flood the bomb site. A waterfall.
Mainstay throughout this game. Looking very, very talented. I think Relaxer just spotted one on his way out. So again, call gets made. Flash goes up. Freddy prepares himself. Here comes a play, but Relaxer is there. And having people who are related to each other only seems to make this duo even stronger holding this position. You normally need...
Here comes Freddy, revealing himself from the corner, but he gets pummeled out. And now all of a sudden it's up to Relaxa alone on site. He's asking for reinforcements, but they haven't arrived just yet. Mike Gillelli's still towards truck side. His shot goes again to the side, and he's able to double down with the next one. But Snappy trading to the man advantage as the bomb now attempts to plant. Hampus jumps out in the open, and he's able to find 1 frag, but Snappy quells the threat. And Rusty's all that remains.
He needs the first fight. Tag towards Nico, he knows it as well. You need a 1v1 to win this. If there's 2 alive, it's near on impossible. And they're actually going to be right next to each other. Rusty can still do this. He has a kit, but does he have the time? He finds the first kill, and it's on Snappy. 3 already for him. And Rusty is looking for this. He's hunting it out. He knows he's got to be close, but he checks the wrong angle, and Snappy locks it out.
Smoke out heaven, Molotov the side of barrels. Really execute as opposed to just dry walk, but that's what they're going to try here. Rusty to the barrel side. He tries to line up 2. Yugi gets the best of him with the headshot off the op. Hampus finds the trade and a man advantage for Red Reserve, but time ticking quickly. 7 seconds on the clock. Hampus doesn't spray, so the bomb plant goes down. He still takes 2, and it's all on Isitag.
Incredible play so far from Hampus, and again he closes this down.
Within the site, but he first has to contend with Forrest, and that's going to be too much to ask for as he hits the deck. Get right to work round to CT. Forrest still has the Deagle. The 2 remaining players for Red Reserve, both isolated in connector. Now going to start to push on him. Time very far gone, and they might be forced to save. Get right being in the back line just causes too many issues. With so many angles left to check, they're still making their way into the site. Damage being done. Going to go and try and stick the defuse, and actually, he might be able to get away with this one. Get right. No! Doesn't manage to get the peak. The defuse comes in, and Red Reserve, a round that they had no business getting.
And they're going to go for mid-control. Going for that 4-man window push. At least going to get 1 out of it. Maybe even seconds. As the rest is taken down to 12 HP, but it's denied. Freddy, 42 HP in a dream alive here.
That nade somehow doesn't do any damage. He's a lucky... Well, a little bit, but not as much as you would have thought. Probably think window is going to be clear at this point. Smoke now starts to dissipate another nade. Oh! Draft within the site. He's bought so much time for the rotates to come through. But now Resin exists, overextending just a little bit, go down. Draken trying to pull this back into the realms of possibility, but he falls. Draken Forest all that remains. Coming in from Short Forest, the initial thorn in their side, still a major problem. They have to try and rid themselves of him to protect this bomb, but Forest just tapping away, comes on in. 3 clean headshots there in CT for them to contend with, and it's Draken. He's been a real problem, but he will fall. Another man here to try and trade things back. It's Forrest. Get right still within the site, causing problems in the back line. Down goes Rusty. It falls onto Relaxer in a 1v2. The eyes of his teammates digging into the back of him as they all have been eliminated. He's going to try and first contend with the man in connector. Goes for the bomb plant. Rez takes the peek. He should get taken down here. No way. He gets the bomb plant. 1v3. Rez finishes him off. NIP pick up this first map. 16 to 10. 2-man advantage. Get right. Gonna be hot on their heels, pushing up through Highwave. Does find the first hit onto Hampus, but he's still got more left to find within the A bomb site. Smoking off A main. Renders Relaxer useless. As now he's just to contend with the remaining Red Reserve players in the site. Rez tapping away, gets himself 3. There's only Relaxer left alive. He's able to go ahead and peek on out, but Rez finishes this one off as NIP.
On Cologne, and now he's back into this here. Pistol round coming in. And he grabs. That's just perfect. Like, I'm actually speechless. I'm not even going to commentate on that. That's insane. Exist, of course, coming in with the damage as well. Did get right, but Forest picking out 2 frags with the UMP 45, then picking up the USP and getting that as well. Very nice play. Buying a lot of time as well. And that's just perfect. Leaving Rez in a 1v2 with one of them coming in towards this position. Very nice play coming out of Nip. 3-0. This is what we expected, but now Red Reserve buying up again. This Force coming in. Good amount of utility, but firepower-wise, I'm pretty much only looking at Hampus to make that entry with the AK-47. The rest on UMP 45s. Checking A main. And the push has slowed down towards B.
Waiting for that smoke to dissipate. NIP. They boosted up Draken out on A. Already preemptively rotating Forest in, but it's Rez on the site, spamming in through the smoke, just tapping on these players. They try to hurtle on through. Makalele able to get one back in return, but that will be it as there's multiple players here. Hampus now able to step up, but it's still Rez, the man standing between them and this B-bomb site. Hampus, the last to fall, exist on the rotate, and that is NIP in with their 4th. A 3K from Rez. He's been instrumental to the success of NIP in these rounds.
He is 9-0 right now, Harry. He has not died yet. This is absolutely insane from Rez, and just keeps on trucking. Comes straight from Cologne. Was one of the best players on the NIP squad, delivering the op on that C side. Once again, it's lining up for an A split. One player towards middle, the rest is coming in towards A main, and they're just gonna get shot down completely. Forest with 1-2 quick, and a third one as well. He's just taking them all down one by one. Forest, the legend. 4K, no HP lost. Hampus, 1v5, and there's just no hope. Exist helps him out. And
Look at this replay. This man is not messing around. They've come to play, and now they're showing up in a big way. Forest just looking fantastic, and he always does on cash. He brings that T, but it all depends on whether or not time can be bought by Forest. If there's a man you'd want in this scenario, it's him, but he gets caught off guard by the pop flash and falls at the hands of Hampus. 2v2, the bomb's crossed into the site, and the plant won't be denied. Get Right actually goes charging in, so saying that won't get denied, but he finds both the
time. And that's just what you need. Confidence is so important, especially when you're an AWPer. You need to have confidence. You need to envision those shots hitting before they actually hit. And Draken is just on point right now. CT side. Forest picks up the first one, goes for the second. Freddy takes him down, and Get Right trades back. 4v3.
Yeah, they've got themselves the man advantage now. They've turned their attention up here to A main. There's only one man who's close enough to do anything about that, and that's Makalele over on Highway. Relaxer trapped in sandbags. Makalele, the one man, the ex-NIP player, is all that stands between NIP and the A bomb site. As they come pushing on in, him and his trusty CZ have to step up, and he goes in over his head and loses it as a result. Relaxer, the next man to fall. Hampus in a 1v4. NIP, they're gonna go ahead and win this out. 16-2 in their favor. Look at the smiles as these guys win out cash. They take the series 2-0. A strong performance from beginning to end, and the first step on the road to redemption for a Swedish team which otherwise could have been lost to the history books. These guys are very much back.
Yeah, this is going to be the start of something beautiful once again for NIP.